If you'll remember, a couple months back, we made a paracord cross. This method is called Mr. Bill's paracord cross, and we'll link to that in the description, as well as the original video for this. But in this video, we're going to be covering how to make a paracord rosary to go with this. So all you'll need is 25 feet of paracord, scissors, and a lighter. Let's dive right in. So to get started on this project, we're going to be taking a couple lengths off the end of our cord before we dive into making the majority of it. So I've got a ruler here on my mat. I'm going to measure off 3 20-inch sections. All right, so these 3 cords are going to be used to make that cross again at the bottom of our rosary. A typical rosary has 5 decades, or sets of 10 beads. So when we're starting in the middle, we're going to be right in the middle of a decade, because there's 5 that go around the lanyard. So we're going to begin by making 5 barrel knots in a row, and then we're going to cap it with a single strand diamond knot, or Celtic button knot, as it's sometimes called. So to make those barrel knots, we're just going to take that middle portion in our 2 fingers. We'll wrap it around once, and then we'll come across it again with an X, and then on that second time around, we're going to pull one finger out and push the end of our cord through. And then just tighten that down. Make sure the cords don't get tangled over each other. You want to make sure that this knot is still generally in the middle of your cord. I drifted a little bit, so just make sure I have enough cord. I'm going to pull that back to the middle. About there. I'll tighten it down right on that spot. All right, so there's a knot in the middle. Now we're going to make another one right next to it, and I'll show that to you again in case you didn't catch it the first time. So we'll wrap it across our fingers, diagonal here, and then once again as an X, and then a third time around, we're going to take this end, got the end right here, and stick it through all of those cords. Here, do it the way you can see. Pull all the slack through, and it'll look like that. And I'll take my fingers out and tighten it down. You want to make sure those cords, these 2 loops, don't recross over each other. So now I've got too big of a gap in between my knots, and so I've got to slide that back down again. So I just pull the slack out of the middle of that knot until I'm right up against. We don't want to leave a gap, because we'll just automatically get a gap when we're tightening it down. Feed the extra cord through. I still have a little bit of a gap. I'm going to shove it right up against as far as I can and tighten it down really tight. That way when we pull it apart, we've got a very minimal gap between our beads. If we leave much more than that, our rosary is just going to end up ridiculously long at the end. So we're going to make 10 of those in a row. We want 5 going this way and 5 going this way, so that it stays centered on the middle of our string. All right, now that we've got our 10, we're still pretty much in the middle of our cord. Probably don't want to check and see. Yeah, we're pretty close. That's good enough. So now at each end of that, we're going to make a single strand diamond knot. We've covered that in a separate video if you want a slower look at it, but we're going to show you here too. What I'm going to do is flip my cord over and make a loop. Then I'm going to make another loop right next to that, so they overlap and make this pretzel shape. And this cord on this end is going to go over our first one, under the next, over the third, and under the fourth. Like that. We'll pull that most of the way through. Make sure there's no twists. and it'll look like that. We're going to take that same cord again, bring it over the top of your Stanley end. We're going to go down through that first hole and up through the middle of the knot. So we're going over the first cord, underneath the second two, and then up. So before you tighten it down, kind of looks like a mess. Like that there. So now we want to just slowly pull on both ends. We'll kind of push those extra loops that stick out through. And this one doesn't capsize most of the time. It'll tighten the right way, but you might be stuck with a loop like this. So we're just going to force that through until it comes out one end. That's still not looking quite tightened down, but that's all right, because we want to slide it all the way over to here. So now we'll just find which cord that is, pull it all the way through the knot until it butts up against our barrel knot, and slide it through the knot one turn at a time. So there's one decade all done. We're going to add a diamond knot to this side as well, and then on each cord we're going to make 2 more decades for the total of 5. We'll make those and catch you at the end, and we'll show you how to join them up and make a cross. All right, here's the chain for our Paracord Rosary. You'll notice that we don't need the single strand diamond knot on the end of our last 2 decades. We're just going to go straight into what's called a Carrick Bend, which is the first half of a 2-strand diamond knot, and then we're going to make our couple of diamond knots and barrel knots here before we join into the cross portion. So to make the Carrick Bend, if we make it how we normally do in our hand, it's going to end up diagonal, and so we want both of the top strands going into the same side of the Carrick Bend instead of opposite sides. So we've got to do that a little bit different. So we'll start by making a loop with one side. And then this cord is going to go underneath that loop. And then over this first cord and underneath the second cord. So that's this cord here that we're bringing around to the left side. And then coming back down the other side, we want to go over this cord, underneath this one, and over that. So we'll just tuck it underneath that middle cord. So your finished Carrick Bend will look like that. I'll hold it up here to the camera so you can see what goes under and what goes over. Just like that. So we're going to tighten that down right up underneath our last couple barrel knots. So we'll just shrink that down on both sides here. We'll keep it pretty small, about like that. That just joins our 2 cords together nicely. Even it up here a bit. There we go. And now we're going to do a full diamond knot. So it's going to start with this Carrick Bend knot, but then go into a little bit fuller of a knot. That'll look something like this. So to do that knot, we're going to do it in our hand. We have this in a separate video as well, I believe. So we'll lay one strand across, and the other one we're going to make a loop, and then fold that loop over. So that it looks like this. Then we'll take this bottom cord, bring it underneath the right side cord. We'll find our end, put it over that first cord, underneath the second, and over the third. Oops, kind of got tangled up here. So now we have our Carrick Bend like before. So this cord here we went over, under, over. So now that we have our Carrick Bend, we just have one more step for each cord. Bring our right side cord. I'm going to pull it off my fingers a little ways here. So we've got these two base cords that are coming into the knot. And we're going to go counterclockwise around that base cord and then up through the middle of our knot. So it just makes another loop on the top side there. And the same thing with this other cord. We're going to bring it past. I'm going to get this out of the way. So that just is up and out of the knot. This cord is going to go past our other base and then up through the middle of that cord, or up through the middle of that knot, excuse me. So now we have a loop on the bottom. We've got these 4 loops to our knot. And now we'll just take both ends like this and slowly tighten it together. This knot has a tendency to capsize or just kind of get tangled as you tighten it. So the slower you can do it, the better. All right, so there we go. There's our diamond knot right underneath our Carrick Bend. You can leave as much space as you want. You just want to make sure that you have enough cord left for the rest of the project. All right, after this double diamond knot here, we're going to make 3 more barrel knots and then 1 more diamond knot before moving on to our cross. So to make the barrel knot in the 2 cords, I'm just going to let 1 cord slip right through the middle of that knot. We'll do our 2 fingers like before, but this cord is just going to go straight through the middle. So we'll wrap our cord around, making that X. And that second time around, we're going to put it right through the middle like before. Let me get my fingers out of the way. So we've got our barrel knot, and this cord right here is just going straight through the middle. So we'll tighten that down. Let me get pretty close to that diamond knot on top. Like that, and it'll end up just a little bit bigger than a normal barrel knot. We'll make 2 more of these knots and 1 more diamond knot, and then we can move on to the cross. So here's the finished middle portion of our rosary. To make the cross, we have a whole different video covering that topic. So go ahead and watch that. We'll put the links on the end screen. I'm gonna go ahead and finish it up, and we'll be back with the result. So there's our completed rosary with the cross. You should see a link showing up on your screen to where you can finish that off with our other video. Hope you enjoyed this one. We'll put links in the description to where you can buy Paracord for this project. We put out videos twice a week, so subscribe if you want to see more. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.